telling Sergeant Tripp exactly what you told me.
Lady cop. Pulled the same thing on all of us.
Propositioned us.
If they believe them, I don't have a chance.
You leave me no choice. Your badge and your weapon.
Just keep your hands
Listen, Nina, what's going on?
Give me that gun! Oh, help me!
What the hell's going on?
Please! She tried to attack me! She tried to molest me!
See anything?
No. Later.
Hey, where you cats been? I've been dropping dimes all night.
TJ, what's the big push? You got something?
I want my dimes back. Plus.
You know the house rules. We score, you get paid.
So, what if it's too late? If it's already gone down?
TJ, what do you have? We can talk money later.
One of the clients in the massage parlor was talking to his buddy.
About what?
About a robbery. It was like I was woodwork or something. They didn't even know I was there.
It's a little hard to believe.
Thanks. He was talking about a warehouse, 100 block, North Central. But the way it sounded, the job was supposed to go down at 10 o'clock.
Tonight? It's 10:30 already. We'll check it out.
So what if they're gone? I don't get paid?
We'll talk about it.
Sergeant Crowley, would you advance me a 10?
What's the matter? Did you meet her run out?
Why do I always get touched by your snitches?
out of here.
Okay, take it easy. Put the stuff back.
Where it was.
Let's go. Let's move. Buddy. Keep your hands where I'm seeing. Let's go. Let's get out of the car. Let's go. Turn around. Keep your hands on top of your head. Put them on top of the car.
What did I do?
Take her purse out, will you?
Hey, what?
All right, where are they?
What is this? Where's who?
Cover, Pete.
I'd like an explanation.
I'd like some answers. Get in. In the car.
Dick?
Around the fence over there. I'll be right over. Buck, go ahead and keep searching the building up further.
William? I just checked all the doors on the building here. It doesn't look like anybody's been around. I'm gonna grab a couple of guys from the black and white and do the same across the street.
Cover that roof. Cover that roof up there, too.
Really? They got a 459 suspect in one of these buildings here. Hey, Talbot, would you get Worcester a hand over there? The other guy go down there and cover that intersection.
You guys want to go over here, a couple of guys?
Yeah, guys. Well,
Check
getting
on the
informed
fence.
burglary somewhere in this area.
Somewhere, huh?
Yeah, we take a woman
459.
who's
What's
cities over here. I think she's a lookout. So far, we haven't had time to check out the trunk.
Ridiculous. I have done nothing wrong.
Then answer the question. What were you doing in this area?
Look, I told you. It's quiet. I needed to think some things over.
That's a bad answer.
Listen, I don't
No,
care
you
what
listen.
you think.
You listen to me.
Okay.
Playing lookout makes you an accomplice. They're going to dig up your friends. The charge is burglary. Now, I suggest you cooperate.
Okay. I'll cooperate. What? Ah! 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 Oh, help
What the hell's going on?
Help me, please! Please! She tried to attack me! She's trying to molest me! Please, please, don't let her touch me! Don't let her touch me! Please?
Game's off today.
Tell me about it.
Drinking in the middle of the afternoon, huh?
Ginger ale.
You really know how to live it up. Smells really getting to you.
Oh, you could say that. I'm seriously thinking of trading that in on a double scotch.
Hey, Benny, you want to bring us a couple of double scotches, please?
Lay it on me. What now?
She's been released.
What?
We had no choice in the matter, Pep. There were no accomplices, no evidence of burglary in the area. The DA said he wouldn't file.
It's just ducky. I'll bet my appointment with the captain hasn't been canceled, though.
Why don't you not sweat it?
Bill, my sweet, beautiful, loyal, naive friend, this may come as a shock to you, but the brass believe her, not me. Bottom line, her word against mine.
Yes, well, would you put Mr. Lang on the phone then, please? Thank you. Yes, Mr. Lang. Yes, you have an overdue check on that statement. Right. Yes. Yes, that's the right number. Okay, well, we'd appreciate if you'd send that as soon as possible.
You get on this one, it's a jackpot. Hey, Monkey, welcome back. Anybody follow you?
No way. Today's take. How about that? A monkey with no tail. They're too busy working on their Sergeant Anderson to be worried
Yes,
about
this is
me.
the camera company.
Beautiful, beautiful. How did you ever dream up that gimmick about the lady cop?
It's all for the cause. Now, tell me it was worth it.
Mr. Benton,
Take a look.
we're wondering about that overdue statement on your purchase order. Right, that's number 6.
300 copies. Credit lines, purchase order sequence, supply items, ordering patterns. Just what we wanted.
How much is it worth?
Well, put it this way. If we only get a 30% return, 200,000 minimum.
Pepper, come in, please.
I was under the impression this was to be a private interview.
Sergeants Tripp and Dalton will be handling the case.
Captain, there is no case.
Internal Affairs has to do their job, Pepper.
Oh.
Look, we're all sorry about this. But there's been an allegation of misconduct, and it has to be investigated.
Even though it's preposterous.
Pepper, every time something like this hits the newspapers, my superiors get phone calls. They call me. They don't deal in semantics. They say investigate. Well, it's good for the department.
Oh, it's a ruse. It is the oldest con game in town. Can't you see that?
This Nina Daniels says you propositioned her?
Suppose she says I have 3 legs and 4 arms. Would you believe that? I was doing my job. I was trying to interrogate her.
She says you offered to let her go if she cooperated.
Does anyone believe that?
Well, we have to ask. Did you proposition her?
No, did you?
She says you did. And when she turned you down, you grabbed her and tried to molest her.
Captain Harris, I object to this insane inquisition.
We have witnesses, Officer Anderson.
What witnesses?
Sergeant Crowley,
Sergeant Crowley.
he was there.
Of course he was there.
The duty captain, they saw you in the car. They saw Nina Daniels in a near state of panic.
They saw what she was trying to get away with. They saw what she wanted them to see.
What they observed will be testified to in a trial board. Neither one of them can say that she attacked you.
I can. Is my word worth nothing?
Your word is as good as your character.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tell us about Marlena Simpson.
I have nothing to say.
Cooperation is the only way out of this trouble.
Marlena Simpson has nothing to do with this.
We feel Marlene Simpson has everything to do with this. I suggest you cooperate. We don't want to relieve you from duty pending the trial board. But
You want me to drag Marlena Simpson into it.
Pepper, don't make me order you.
I will not discuss Marlena Simpson.
You leave me no choice. Your badge and your weapon, please.
Coming. Who is it?
It's Sergeant Crowley, Miss Daniels. We met a couple of nights ago.
What do you want, Sergeant?
Well, I'd like to talk to you for a couple of minutes. It's unofficial. If you don't mind.
Okay. Come in.
Thank you.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Well, first, I'd like to apologize to you for my behavior. I mean, I think I was pretty rough on you.
Oh, well, I'll drink to that.
I hope I didn't come at a bad time. I mean, I can see you're not really ready for company.
That all depends upon who the company is. It doesn't bother me if it doesn't bother you.
It's quite a place you got here.
Come on, Sergeant. I know what you're doing here. Why don't we just stop wasting each other's time?
Okay, that seems fair. Let's not waste each other's time. You want to tell me what you were doing at the warehouse the other night?
Sergeant, those questions have been asked and answered.
Well, as long as I'm here, I mean, just so it shouldn't be a total loss, you want to answer them for me?
Well, let's see now. I was out with a friend, and we had a few drinks. Well, quite a few.
And after that?
I got into my car, and I was feeling a bit woozy. Well, correction, very woozy. And being a good, honest citizen, I decided to pull over and cool off.
So you just happened to park next to the warehouse?
I don't like your insinuations, Sergeant. In fact, I don't like you at all. And besides, aren't you just a little bit frightened of being alone in a room with me like this?
What are you going to do, Miss Daniels? You going to yell rape? First Pepper, now me? Is that it? I tell you something, Miss Daniels, you better be careful. Because you're liable to blow your credibility unless you're planning to get around to the entire force.
You have a lot of gall coming in here and trying to con me. Now get out!
Thank you for your various offers. Who's Marlena Simpson?
Oh, you've been nosing around.
I'm a cop. It's the nature of the beast.
She was a policewoman, resigned 6 years ago. They were going to charge her with homosexual activity.
She gay?
What does it matter what she is or what she was?
Pep, it's not that I'm nosy. I'm asking questions because I'm trying to help, that's all.
Her sexual preferences are no one's business but her own. Forget it. What's happening with Nina Daniels?
She beefed me to internal affairs. So I've been called off. Harassment. Speaking of harassment, you should see her in a towel. Nothing.
Maybe I should give her some attention myself.
That would be about the dumbest thing you could do. You just stay out of it. I gotta go. You know, we got one thing going for us. That's TJ. She hasn't given us a bum steer yet. I'm gonna recheck every building in that warehouse district. I'll talk to you later. Well, they got one of those antiquated alarm systems. One of the wires had been cut and spliced. The manager said there wasn't anything missing.
Is anything messed up? What about out of place?
Well, yeah, there were a lot of invoices that were misfiled. I tell you, this manager's one of those meticulous guys. He jumped all over the file clerk, and she swore she hadn't touched them. What's that sound like to you, Joe?
Well, probably a double billing con.
That's right.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Pep.
Hey, Pep, how you doing?
Hi. Where's Crowley? I got that rush right down here.
He's upstairs with Captain Harris and that internal affairs guy.
You're old Mr. Lovable.
Mind if a civilian watches you work?
Grab a shovel.
I can't. I'm suspended.
Hey, not with us, you not.
Joe and Pete.
Oh,
What is all this stuff?
we found a warehouse.
Entry?
Yep, but nothing's missing.
I've handled cases like this where they take the invoice and bill the customers using their own purchase order numbers.
Yep, that old double billing scheme. We're working on that, too.
Speaking of Crowley,
It's been a new development. You better come with me. Captain finds out I called you, they're gonna rack my butt. You recognize either one of them?
I arrested them both. They're supposed to be doing time. Forgery,
Wait a minute.
grand...
Listen to this.
Okay, ladies. How about telling Sergeant Tripp exactly what you told me?
Oh, it's nothing much. We, been reading the papers, and we got to talking. We find out that, lady cop pulled the same thing on all of us. Propositioned us, you know. Well, we didn't go for it. Do you know what that got us? Slam time, that's what it got us.
Yeah, so we figure, since the word is out on this cop, maybe somebody will listen to us.
They're lying, Bill.
Yeah.
If they believe them, I don't have a chance. Thanks for dropping me off, Bill.
Yeah. Pep, it's obvious that these two broads are a couple of cons who just saw a good thing to push for a rehearing, that's all.
Let's face it, Bill. They got a good thing going, and I have no way to prove they're lying.
Pep,
Yeah.
maybe you can help. This Marlena Simpson, if they bring her to the hearing, what's she gonna say?
She isn't going to say anything. Leave it alone, Bill.
Sergeant Crowley?
You're Miss Simpson?
My secretary tells me you're not from Internal Affairs.
No, that's right, I'm not.
But you are a cop.
That's right. What made you think I was from Internal Affairs?
Oh, I was warned they might come.
May I ask by whom?
A friend of mine.
What friend?
Oh, I don't think that's any of your business.
Pepper Anderson? Discuss it, and the brass now thinks she's concealing something.
And what do you think, Sergeant?
Well, it doesn't really matter what I think. Frankly, I couldn't care less. Like I told you, Miss Simpson, I'm only interested in getting Pepper off the hook. I know that the department is planning to subpoena you to the trial board. What I don't know is what your testimony will be.
My testimony can't harm her in any way. In fact, it might help her.
Well, if that's so, then why is she so intent on refusing to talk about it?
Because she wants to protect me.
Protect you? How?
You see, since I resigned from the department, I've become, well, pretty successful. But if my sexual preference were known, the brass here would behave just as the department behaved 6 years ago.
You mean they can't separate your professional talent from the fact that you're...
The word you're looking for is lesbian, Sergeant.
And that's why you left the police department.
I resigned to save a public hearing and to preserve the ability to be employed. Some of us have to stay in the closet, as they say, if we want to earn a living. Aren't you going to ask me, Sergeant?
Ask you what?
About Pepper.
Okay. What about Pepper?
Well, we did room together at the academy.
Did she know about you?
We talked about it. Pepper suggested it would be more comfortable for both of us if I moved out. I did. Later, the department found I was living with another woman. I put personal reasons on my resignation and walked out into a new life, which is now in danger of being destroyed.
And that's why Pepper won't say anything.
Yes.
Officer Johnson.
Oh, hi, Sally. This is Pepper. Put me through to Crowley, will you?
Oh, he isn't here. The whole group is out. I expect them back any time.
See if you can run them down. Tell Crowley I've been following Nina Daniels and I've located what I think is the boiler room on the billing scam. I'll wait outside for me. You got a pencil?
Yeah. What's the address?
Looks like 326 Rosewood. Thanks, Sally.
Look at this one.
Working like a charm.
How much?
So far, at least 15 G's.
Not bad for one mail drop.
Hey, Mucky, you feel up to hitting a few others?
Pappy, for that kind of bread, I would circle Dodger Stadium with nothing on but a smile.
That's the way to talk. They're in the valley. 3 post office substations.
Just give me 2 hours.
Turn off that motor. Take your hand off the gear shift. Get out. Unlock that door. No tricks. Get in there. Hurry it up. You, over here.
Hey, what's going on?
Just
this? Nina, what's going on?
Give me that gun! Give me
Nina! Nina!
Johnny, we gotta get out of here.
Nina!
Come on, Johnny, we gotta get out of here. She's dead.
She's dead.
Let the cop explain this.
Dear God.
Captain, Pepper's got no business in that cell.
The preliminary
All you gotta
investigation
do,
says-
Captain, all you gotta do is look at the evidence. The phones support evidence of a billing scam. Pepper says she tailed Nina from a post office box. Now, that checks out.
And Pepper had no business tailing her.
Her career was on the line. What'd you expect her to do? Just lay down and take it?
I'd expect her to use better sense. She had motive to kill that Daniels woman. And besides, it looks bad for the department.
What looks bad for the department and what's hard evidence are two separate things. I tell you something, Captain. I want her released right now, or you can have my badge too. Crowley! Captain, just do me the favor. Ask the deputy DA if they've got a fileable case. Go ahead. Do you have a fileable case or not?
Vern?
No. Crowley makes a lot of sense. At the moment, there's too much that aligns with Pepper's story.
Thank God for somebody that deals in the facts.
All right, Crowley, she's released. But this doesn't change anything about the review board. You understand me? It goes tomorrow morning as scheduled.
You know, Captain, in a way, I'm happy about one thing. I'm glad she's a civilian right now. At least she's got more rights than a cop.
How'd it go?
She sprung.
Good.
But the board goes in the morning.
We haven't turned anything sticking in that old post office box.
Is there any mail in it?
Yep, it's loaded.
Well, you better keep a stake on it. Get a rundown on the other companies. Any billings from the invoices. Find out any new mailing addresses.
Got it. On my way.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
You got a decent suit?
The most decent suit I got's the one I was born with.
Put a tie with it. I got a special job for you. We gotta get a composite on those two characters, Pep. And I'll take you home. It's okay. Come on, let's go.
Hello, Pepper.
What did you do, Bill?
I think you ought to talk to each other. Maybe you'll come up with some answers. Now, Marlene and I are both on your side, Pep. We want to help you. So just talk to each other. If you need me, I'll be at the office.
You shouldn't have come here, Marlena. We're still friends, aren't we? I'll be at the hearing, and I'll say what's necessary.
This is a public hearing.
The press will be there. They can destroy you.
Oh, maybe not.
I can stop you.
I've made up my mind, Pepper.
So have I. I'll stop you.
Officer Anderson, as chairman of this Board of Rights, I'm responsible for advising you formally of the charges.
Officer Anderson is ready, Mr. Chairman.
Count one. On the 10th of this month, you did knowingly and willingly, under the color of authority, make sexual advances toward a prisoner in your custody. Count two. On the same date, you willfully molested a prisoner, Nina Daniels.
I don't know. Must be from out of town. Don't look like nobody I know.
Now watch it stop. What time you got?
10:10.
Trial board's already started.
Sergeant Dalton, did you interview the complainant, Nina Daniels?
I did.
And what was the substance of the conversation?
Mr. Chairman, I object. Whatever Sergeant Dalton can testify to is hearsay.
Well, the woman is dead. She can't testify.
Counsel, this is an administrative hearing, not a criminal trial. Hearsay evidence is admissible. Proceed.
Miss Daniels alleged that Officer Anderson, while seated in the back seat of a police car, physically molested her by placing her hands on her.
Hey, score one, man. Yes, sir.
Hold it.
Police, we'd like to talk to you, man.
The department calls Miss Rose Gentry.
The defense objects, Mr. Chairman. Miss Gentry has no testimony which would have a direct bearing on the case.
I would argue that Miss Gentry can establish a pattern of conduct, which is important to the case.
We'll hear her testimony.
Then I ask that Miss Gentry's companion be removed from the room if the department plans to put her on the stand.
No objection.
Should be removed. Officer, Miss Gentry, will you please take the witness chair?
Miss Gentry, please relate to the board what you told me this past week regarding Officer Anderson.
Sure. She picked me up about 9 months ago on a phony grand theft beef. And when she got me alone, In the tank, she started getting fresh.
Could you be more explicit?
You know, touching with the hands and asking me if I want to get off the beef. Well, I was innocent, see? And that's the truth. What else can I say?
I told you I didn't have anything to do with any murder. I wasn't even near it.
I think we got them all,
I'm a
Bill.
gopher. Jacob's a gopher.
Jacob's a gopher, huh? Well, we're not too interested in gophers, are we, Joe?
Not unless we can't find the #1 man.
What about it, Jacobs? You know where the #1 man's located? Huh? Let me tell you something. You cooperate with us, we'll go over something a lot less heavy than murder.
You really mean that?
He means it.
An office. 220 Kelmore.
Kelmore?
Kelmore Street.
Put a name to that.
Silvano.
What's his first name?
John Silvano.
Just one other question, Jacobs. Can you testify how Nina Daniels got herself killed?
Some recess. I don't even have a cigarette.
Hello, ladies.
What's this all about? Who are you?
My name is H.A. Barstow from the DA's office. My boss is extremely concerned about any injustice to you ladies. Let me tell you, you have the personal assurance of the district attorney himself that immediate action will be taken to vacate your convictions if Officer Anderson is found guilty.
Oh, she's guilty, all right. We told him in there.
Guilty, is she ever?
I'm sure she is, too. And you know, just between us, I've always looked to nail a bad cop.
Well, you sure have our cooperation, Mr. D.A.
Assistant, for now, anyway. Now, if there's anything that you want, you know, any questions or anything, just give me a call.
Oh, we will. We will.
Good day, ladies.
Didn't I tell you we had this thing set like a trap? Just make sure you got your story straight when they call you. Remember, I got molested in the tank, and you in your cell.
Right. I was in the cell when our lady cop propositioned me.
Talk about a hammer. We are going to stroke those dummies into thinking she's guilty as sin.
I think the ladies can be returned to their cells, officer.
The department is grateful to Investigator Royster for revealing this conspiracy. However, the evidence doesn't totally absolve Officer Anderson of the original charges.
What are you leading to, Sergeant?
There is one more witness who should be called in order to fairly evaluate the total nature of the allegations. The department calls Marlena Simpson.
I object. Marlena Simpson has no direct testimony.
You're out of order, Officer Anderson.
I am here because I am suspected of being a lesbian, not of misconduct, which is the real issue.
We will evaluate the evidence. Miss Simpson, please take the witness chair.
No. There's no need to proceed further.
This is a resignation.
Yes, sir, it is.
Excuse me, Commander. I'm Sergeant Crowley. We have new evidence here. Mr. Jacobs can testify as to the false allegations made against Sergeant Anderson.
There's nothing I can do about that, Sergeant Crowley. We have a resignation.
Can I see that, sir? Thank you. Sir, I honestly don't think that this is up to the standards of the department as far as neatness is concerned, and it's pretty sloppy. Could we? Once she rewrites it, could we hear Mr. Jacobs' testimony?
Most definitely, Sergeant Crowley. Mr. Jacobs, may take the witness chair.
Thank you.
You know something, Pepper? You are some special friend. Take care, huh?
So long.
Hey, Pep.
Hi, Bill.
Well, looks like you're back on the force, kid.
Yeah, maybe with a raise.
What do you mean a raise? I did all the work. No, you should have seen me. I almost killed myself chasing Jacobs down Magnolia Boulevard. I'm so sorry I can hardly...
Hardly reach your wallet?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, wise guy. Maybe I can swing a little increase. After all, you and your snitch are into me for $10.
Cheap at twice the price.
Maybe I can work something out.
With TJ?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I'm talking about a massage. She is a masseuse, right?
The shape you're in, with TJ, a good massage could kill you.
Get in the car, Sergeant. I'd love to make this guy talk.
I'll make him talk.
Today, I have planted another bomb.
I think we ought to call SWAT in on this.
Look, these two bums. I want them, Billy. They cut down my partner. They executed him.
Hey, police! What have you got it, huh?
Here's your present.
I want your name and number. You're gonna answer for this.
Chief P is in Patty Murphy, Sergeant, SEAL number 833.
My brother was right, know that, Murph? I should have stayed in law school.
Sure. Then you could have defended the cockroaches instead of bunking with them.
Always the cynic.
No, Tony. Just a realist.
Verissimo.
If that means something dirty in Italian, you better...
Means realism. Or close enough. That's what's kept you on the street all these years. When you should have made lieutenant years ago.
Partner, it's us New York street cops that keep the roaches from consuming that sweet and gentle 8 million people out there.
As the saying goes, partner, you served your time in hell. Why not relax a little? Take one of those cushy desk jobs.
Why not, huh? That's easy. I've got 6 months left before I'm eligible for pension. And I'm doing them. Just doing them.
Rotten heat. I bet I've sweat off 6 or 7 pounds. How about a cola?
How about shutting up for a few minutes? You're beginning to sound like my brother-in-law. Hey, partner, if they close in, will you...
Long time, right?
It's good to see you, Billy. Helen Sensenbelt wants to know when you're coming back again.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't trade our sunshine and smog for your heat and humidity any day. Say hello to my partners. Pepper Anderson,
Hey,
Joe
Joe.
Stiles, Pete Royster.
Hey, how you doing?
Keith Murphy.
John Trumbull.
How do you do?
John.
Oh, it's just two of you guys, huh?
Well, there's only two of them. You know, if I had a partner like that, I wouldn't leave California either.
Oh, been hanging around the Blarney Stone, huh?
The Blarney Stone, is it? Billy should know better than that. The Irish are famous for two things. Their appreciation for fine whiskey, and beautiful women.
Well, how sweet. Joseph, when are you going to start doing that?
Should have thought you'd at least come by the office.
Are you kidding? He had to come right here.
They're both in room 411.
Tedesco, and what's the other one's name?
Blab.
There's only one exit, a hallway door. Leads out onto the fire escape there.
You know what, friend?
What?
I think we ought to call SWAT in on this.
Look, these two bums, I want them, Billy. They cut down my partner. They executed him. Now, if something goes wrong, we're calling the Marines, okay?
Okay. How do you want us to deploy?
Wait, hold still. Stay up. Come on, you bum, you put it down. There's two ways out of here. The easy way in cuffs or head down the stretcher. You take your choice.
Get out of my way. I can't miss with this thing.
Murphy!
Stand back! Damn it. I've got nothing to lose.
Murph!
You hear me? Nothing.
Come on, kid. Mouth, put it down. Or I'll ram it in your ear.
Bring your gun, man! Hey, when am I gonna get to see the doctor? These stitches gotta come out, huh?
Who did they anyway? Come on, I asked you a question. Who treated you?
God, Dayton, that old butcher from Long Island.
Leave the crybaby alone. What happens next when I see my lawyer?
You waive extradition. We'll fly you to New York tomorrow.
With who?
With me, you little darlings.
And if I don't?
Well, in about a month after the hearing, I'll come back again. Instead of a nice little plane ride, you and me will drive back alone in one of those caged cars. You get the picture, clown?
Tomorrow?
You sign this, I'll get you out of here on the first available flight.
Well, a jail's a jail, whether it's here or in New York. At least we'll get one good meal on the plane. Traveling first class only.
Oh, absolutely. 747. You sign this. They set a table for you up in the lounge.
That's terrific. Now when I get to see that doctor.
I'll have you checked.
Murphy, if I ever get the chance, I'm gonna put you in the grave with your spaghetti twirling friend.
What I want to know is how you located him so fast.
The butcher, Dr. Dayton, he's kind of a reluctant snitch. Blatt phoned him from here to find out about the follow-up treatment.
And he gave the good doctor the number where he could be reached.
Right. You know, there are rules and regs that aren't in the Hippocratic Oath. I used to say hypocritic before Helen straightened me out. She's a great woman.
You know something? I wish you guys would hang around for a few days.
I'm game. My first trip to the coast. Murph?
No, I want to get both these guys back.
That officer that was killed in the liquor store, did he have a family?
Yeah. Had 2 kids. 2-year-old Tony Jr. and a little girl about 6 months.
Hey, Murph, how's that trying to be? Listen, did I tell you that this guy has 6 kids?
6?
6. The youngest is how old?
Caitlin will be 5 in June.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, Irish Catholic, oversex, you know. You know, speaking of kids, I better check in. Excuse me, huh?
He's a doll. It's quite a partner you've got a hold of.
He's the best. Guys stand in line to work with him.
Were you surprised the way he handled that arrest today?
Yeah, let's just say I'd have handled it differently. Tedisco doesn't deserve a trial. But then Murphy's a better cop than I am.
Did you ask him about why he didn't shoot?
When we got back to our hotel room, yeah. He said Tedisco probably would have gotten off a shot. Some innocent party in one of the adjoining hotel rooms might have gotten hit. Would you excuse me for a minute?
It's right back there.
Oh. Yeah, everything's fine, hon. Yeah, we got them both. Yeah, I'll be home on the 10 p.m. flight. How are the kids?
Oh, great. It's just that, well, nothing's really together when you're not here. You know that.
Oh, listen. I know that, sure. Give all the kids a big kiss for me, will you? I gotta go.
Keith, Dr. Milton called. He wants to talk to you right away. What's that all about?
Oh, that's just the department physician. It's a routine physical. He says I'm overweight. Need to lose about 10 pounds. He's got a special diet for cops. Lots of booze and loose women.
Hey, you big Irish lug. You got all you can handle right here at home.
Yeah, I know, sweetheart.
Nobody's eating their corned beef and cabbage.
Murph didn't even touch his meal. Did you see how his hands were shaking?
They just buried his partner, Pepper.
Yeah. Doesn't happen every day.
Listen, I gotta go. Billy and his partner are waiting for me.
Did you give him my love? Tell him to come back soon, and I'll make some corned beef and pasta, okay? Keith?
Yeah, huh?
I just want to say I love you. I guess I never know how much till you go away.
Sure, I know. Me too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Listen, we still got a few minutes. Somebody want a cup of coffee?
None for me. Maybe Pepper.
No, I'm all coffeeed out. What time did your plane get in?
Just after me.
Hey, what about some coffee for us?
Did you call your office and tell them what time you're coming in?
Yeah. We'll have plenty of help getting these 2 booked.
What do you say we get these guys in a little more private area, get them recuffed? Right on the corner here.
Your attention, please. Flight 69. Flight 69
Now, Pepper,
for Miami.
you promised to come back with Billy and visit us sometime, huh?
Promises, promises.
You're gonna love Helen. The kids are gonna take some getting used to.
You can say that again.
Never mind that. Get Billy to spring for some airline tickets. You come back, the two of you, and bunk with us, and we'll take the Big Apple apart.
Yeah, anytime you say, Crowley.
It's too much excitement for you.
Don't you listen to him.
Bill, are you all right?
Where's Tedesco?
Yeah, that's good. Now, what about this entrance back here?
It's all sealed off. I don't see any way they can possibly get out.
What about departing flights? Any chance they could have picked up one?
Not likely. They're all being watched.
You'll be all right, Trumbull. Just stop bothering the business.
These guys gunned down a New York detective. He's dead. I'm sure they understand.
Trumbull? Yeah. Should be Irish. He always comes out okay.
Thank God. And St. Patrick.
How'd you know that was my middle name? The last half, I mean. They dug a piece of shrapnel out of his shoulder. A couple of days in the hospital should do it.
We're lucky nobody got killed.
Any news on Tedesco?
Not a word. How's John?
He's gonna be all right.
You want me to call his wife, explain what happened?
No. I checked. He phoned her from the hospital.
Good.
You know how wives are. She'd be on the next flight out if she didn't hear his voice. Listen, can I stick around here for a few days, at least till I pick up what I came for?
I don't know. You think we should swear him in?
I don't know if he's had enough experience.
You're probably right. Billy, this bombing, is that your bailiwick?
It is till we get relieved.
Well, where do you start?
That strike out there, I think the labor union's a good place to start.
I'll stick around here and see if your blue suiters pick up on it.
They can get us on the air if something comes up.
Okay.
Hello?
Miss Murphy, this is Dr. Milton again.
Oh, hi, Dr. Milton.
I was wondering if, have you heard from Keith?
Yes, he called last night. He said he'd be home sometime tonight.
Well, I'd like to talk to him as soon as possible. You'll be sure to tell him that.
Of course. Is anything wrong? I mean, with the physical?
Oh, he's fine, Mrs. Murphy. I simply have some questions regarding his past health. Sorry to have troubled you.
No trouble at all. I'll put him on that new diet just as soon as he walks in the door.
That's the kind of talk I like to hear. Goodbye, Miss Murphy.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I had to keep you folks waiting. Cigar?
Oh, no thanks. We don't smoke.
Mr. Webster, you know about the airport bombing.
Yeah, I heard about it on, Wait a minute, is this why you're here? Because you think my union had something to do with that?
We're not sure about that, but we do think this is a good place to start.
Mr. Webster, we talked to a few of your pickets. It seems this has been a pretty bitter strike.
I'll name you one that isn't until it's over. Look, Sergeant Crowley, is it? Sergeant Anderson?
Mm-hmm.
We don't settle labor disputes that way. We bargain, folks. We bargain for what we get. This is bothering you, isn't it?
Oh, no, not that much.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll put it out. Lousy habit. Stopped once. 3 whole weeks.
Shame you started up again. What about disgruntled employees? I mean, anybody that might want to make the union look bad?
Yeah, there is one guy that comes to mind. Hothead named Ricardo, mechanic. Airline fired him for using dope, and he blew up. He was sore as hell at the union, at me for not fighting to save his job, but our position's very clear on that. He shouldn't be working on those jet planes while he's loaded up on dope. Look, folks, there's always one bad apple in the barrel.
Could we have his background, name, address, etc.?
lady, hand me that wrench down there, huh?
You're welcome.
So what happened to Ricardo?
So he kept showing up for work half-loaded. I had to get rid of him.
Did he tell you about his other jobs?
Sure, I know about his beef with the airlines. I had to call him for references. They warned me, but I needed a good mechanic right away.
After he was fired, thank you. Did he scream raw deal?
From the rooftops. He felt the union let him down. They didn't back him up in his fight to keep his job.
Look, if he comes back, we'd appreciate a call.
He won't. He had a fight. I had to throw him out. If you ask me, he's a psycho.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, lady, that oil line down there.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be hung up here for a few days, sweetheart. Yeah, John will be released from the hospital in a couple of days.
Tell him not to worry about Penny. She's going to stay here with us.
Oh, that's fine. You're a good woman, Mrs. Murphy. Consider it. Helen, do you hear me?
Yeah, Keith, Dr. Milton called again. I don't understand. I mean, why does he keep phoning?
Excuse me.
Sergeant Murphy, we may have one of your crooks located. Air freight employee saw someone sneak into one of the crates.
Yeah, I gotta go, Helen. I love you, yeah?
I love you, too.
What do you want with Ricardo?
We want to talk to him about a traffic accident.
Traffic accident, my fanny. It's dope, right?
That's right. Now, do you know where he is? Is he here?
No, moved about 2 weeks ago.
He moved where?
What's that?
He moved where?
Hey!
12Y50, go ahead.
12Y50, meet 12Y52, standing by with Sergeant Murphy at the air freight depot. Code 2.
Roger.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going? Look, I've got another dealer in 219. You could bust him.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, over there in the crate. Some employees said they saw this guy slip inside. The description fits Blatt, and also he's carrying a gun.
What's the destination?
Mexico. It's strictly freight, and they said it'd leave in about 30 minutes.
I'm gonna get that forklift. Let's get him loaded.
Mr. Blatt, very careful now. Throw out that gun. Raise your hands and stand up where we can see you. Repeat. Raise your hands and stand up. Mr. Blatt, throw out the gun or I'll blow you all the way back to New York. Murph, what the hell are you doing?
I know this, scum. Watch.
One to go.
Listen carefully. I'm the man who bombed the airport. They must pay for what they do to poor people. I have planted another bomb at the airport.
Where is he?
I told you, I don't know.
Did Disco tell you how he'd get out?
Get out of what?
Watch your mouth, clown.
Look, he still had one handcuffed. He said he was gonna take it off, and then,
And then what? Talk.
Murph, so good. Murph? All right, Blatt, what'd he say?
He was gonna get a gun.
Where? Did he say where or how he was going to get one?
But I can tell you this much. He said nobody was gonna take him back east to lock him up forever. And he meant it.
Hey, Pete! Yeah? Get this guy out of here and lock him up. Put him in isolation.
Right.
And from the village of
Murph, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
A couple was being married.
I tell you, we all get a little edgy. We're in the middle of one of these things. I don't think Blatt was holding back.
I know Blatt's just a follower. I just don't want Tedesco to get away. You can understand that, Billy. What are all these vacant lots for?
Oh, it's part of the airport expansion. The city bought up hundreds of homes. They've all been built.
Progress, huh?
Now stay tuned for another
But they at
55
least leave
minutes
some of
of
the
your
trees.
favorite music, featuring
I like
the biggest
trees.
of the big bands,
They
including-
seem to live forever if you just leave them alone.
This station has just been contacted by a man claiming to be the airport bomber. His warning, and this is a direct quote, "I've planted another bomb at the airport." Immediately preceding.
I figured you people would be here, so I had my secretary draw up that transcript. It's verbatim. There's nothing missing.
Thanks, Mr. Gerhardt, but what we really need is the tape. We don't really need this, just the original
I'm
tape.
sorry, sir. That I've got to decline. This station's in the news business, and that tape's an important item of news.
Yeah, news is important, but you don't seem to understand. We are dealing with a madman, and he's planted another bomb. What about human beings? I mean, that tape is our only lead to whoever is responsible.
I anticipated this problem with you people, and that's why I had the transcript drawn up. I've also seen my lawyer.
Obviously, you don't understand the problem here.
I understand the problem, Sergeant. I understand the laws. I expect you understand the law. Now, if you want to confiscate material belonging to this station, then you get a warrant.
That could take hours. We're in a foot race with the clock. Don't you know that?
What do you think you're doing?
Shut up. You had the tape less than an hour. You made a complete transgression. It's got to be here somewhere. Murph! I'll break it off, Gerhardt. Give it. Here, that it, huh? Here's a present.
I want your name and number. You're going to answer for this.
Keith P. is in Patty Murphy, Sergeant, shield number 83300, New York City Police Department. Hey, you better make the call now. There's a 3-hour time difference.
Baggage for passengers who arrive on flight 267. Now placed in the baggage area.
Gerhardt's gonna beat you know that.
You know what, Pepper? I don't care what he does.
Yo, listen, if you want to be a hotshot, Murph, do it on your own turf. It's a little different out here. We got to explain things.
Is that the truth he's telling?
The whole truth.
I'll clue you, Billy. Back in New York, there's some brass that don't think I'm such a hotshot there either. So he beats me. So they'll probably tear up my library card. Big deal. I barely read the newspapers as it is. Come on, we needed the tape. We got it.
Poor people in this country have no property rights. The airport takes what belongs to the people. It pays nothing. Close the airport or there will be more bombings. Today, I have planted another bomb. Shut down the airport. Return our property. They've got to pay.
What kind of an accent is that?
I don't know. The lockers. How long will it take you to search all the lockers?
Sarge, that bomb could be anywhere. Just to search the lockers alone could take all day. There's over 3,000.
Look, I'm only in charge of the investigation, but if I were you, I'd get a hold of Lieutenant Burke. I'd get some help and I'd get started.
Who's David Gerhardt?
Huh?
Why?
Well, we just left the office and the phone was ringing off the hook. Some guy named Gerhardt phoned the chief and said that you guys had beat him up and forcefully removed his possessions. Now he's holding a news conference.
Didn't take him long, did it? You want to give it back?
My old father said if you can't stand the heat,
get out of the kitchen.
Play that again, will you?
Huh?
I think I know that guy.
You're kidding.
Poor people people in this country have not property rights.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
That's what guy?
He worked in the parking lot around here. He bothered the customers. I had to fire him.
But what's his name, or where does he live?
Oh, he had some foreign name. He used to live over near Century Boulevard.
Wait, what do you mean, he moved?
The airport took his house. The new runway.
How old would you say he was? Can you describe him?
Yeah, he's about 40, I'd say. Salt and pepper hair.
Sergeant Anderson.
About 5'10".
Okay, I'll tell him. Bill.
Huh?
Simmons wants to see you. Outside.
Get in.
What's the matter? Security's so tight you can't get in? What's up?
Just had a meeting with Burke. He's got the dog sniffing all the lockers.
That's good. Why are we talking about out here?
Bill, you're working one of the most sensitive cases in the department's history. The whole country's watching us.
Yeah, and?
And the department can't afford any mistakes. Mistakes that may jeopardize future prosecutions.
We're talking about Murphy and the tapes, right?
Right.
I mean, Gerhard must have made his phone call.
Chief called me personally. Now, he's not worried about any heat that Gerhard might generate, but let's be realistic. Who can foresee how any one of our more liberal-minded judges may rule on the admissibility of that tape? It could be our whole case, Bill. And considering the way you got it...
Captain, I understand the problem, okay? But let me tell you something. If Murphy hadn't grabbed that tape, we wouldn't have a good lead on a suspect right now. We sure wouldn't have gotten it from a transcript, to tell you that.
Between us, I know that, Bill, and I'm glad to hear it. But now let me give it to you in black and white. Under no circumstances, I repeat, no circumstances is Sergeant Murphy to participate in any way in this investigation. Now, that is an order, Bill, and comes right from the chief.
Spread out. Deploy yourselves behind the trailer. I'll holler if I need you.
What's the matter? My tie crooked?
Try to stay cool, okay, Keith?
What she's saying is I got orders you shouldn't be here in case you forgot.
Billy, you know how bad I want into this. You two get in trouble and I'll blarney you out of it. I got a lot of practice.
On your feet. Get on your feet. Get your hands on top of your head. Turn around. Don't make a move.
Conrad Najee, this is a warrant to search the premises for explosives.
All right, sit down. Keep your hands on top of your head.
There are other people in this area. Is there anything here that could be dangerous to them?
Billy, back here! What do you got? It's not armed, is it?
I don't know, but I'm not taking any chances.
I got one, Pep. You know what you're doing, man? You know how to do that?
Yeah, I know a little bit about a lot of things.
Is that it?
That's it.
He's got any of those little trinkets around here.
Bill,
Yeah!
look at this. Here's a receipt for 3 alarm clocks bought last week.
Hey, Murph. You see if you can find another alarm clock. Because if we don't, we sure as hell got another bomb on our hands.
Is Sergeant Murphy there? This is his wife calling from New York.
I'm sorry, ma'am. He's out with Sergeants Crowley and Anderson right now. Just a minute, Miss Murphy. They just came in. Sergeant Murphy, it's your wife.
Ellen, ever dawn on you what our phone bill's gonna be at the end of the month?
Keith, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, sweetheart. What's the problem? How are the kids, okay?
They're fine, yeah. Dr. Milton has called 3 times. Now, I think I have a right to know if something is wrong.
Well, you're the nosiest woman. You won't even let me surprise you. Do you know what next Friday is?
Our anniversary.
That's right. 22 years of you nagging at me.
Nagging how?
Are you sure you're gonna retire, Keith Patrick? Are you sure you won't be bored sitting around this house after all those years? Standing around the garden, as you've done 1 in 9 times since we've owned this house, huh? Is that a direct quote, huh?
No.
Well, almost. Anyway, I decided to stay on the department for another hitch. Yeah, let's face it, I'd be bored to death, Helen. Besides, you know, what I have to come home to at night. There's a few pleasures in life I get. That's one of the biggest. You standing at the door waiting for me. So, you're surprised?
Yeah. What about the doctor?
Oh, he probably just wants to tell me I'm fine and ask me a couple of questions. You know how those guys are.
Why didn't you tell me sooner, you big lug? I've been worried.
Then it wouldn't have been a surprise to you.
Oh, Sean wants to talk to you. Just a minute. Daddy's busy, so be quick.
Hey, Dad, when you coming home?
Soon, son. Listen, Sean. You take care of Mommy and your sisters, huh? And I'll be back soon, okay?
I will, Daddy. And hurry on back, because we all miss you. Bye-bye.
Go to bed.
Night.
Did you hear that, Keith? We all miss you.
I gotta go, sweetheart. You look out for yourself now in the bunch, huh? I'll see you soon.
You take care of yourself, huh?
Hey, haven't I always? Helen, I want you to know, I love you. Very much. More than life. I love you.
You're lucky, Najee. You're really lucky. You understand what I'm saying to you? So far, nobody's been killed. But unless we come up with that bomb, you could be responsible for a lot of innocent people dying. You know what I'm talking about, Najee? I'm talking about murder.
What's happened?
Well, he hasn't opened his mouth since we brought him in.
I heard about that officer at the airport.
He's in really bad shape. Doc says he may pull through, though.
Has he got a family?
3 kids. When we get to Disco, I'll,
How do we know Tedesco did it?
Well, who else could it be?
Well, he'll get his. Don't worry about that. I guarantee that.
Nothing? Nothing, not a word. Not one word.
And we're running out of time.
What about the disco?
Scotty Blake doesn't think he got through. He's still at the airport.
Sorry about that guard, Billy.
Murph, this whole mess is starting to get to me. Man, I'd love to make this guy talk.
I'll make him talk. Let me at him. I'll break every bone in his body.
Keith, with a man like this, nothing physical is going to work.
She's right.
Oh, what is?
Hey, Bill. Just got a call from the airport. They spotted Tedesco.
What about Najee?
Stick with him, Pep. See what you can get out of him.
Mr. Najee.
Nudge.
What you're doing, Mr. Nodge. What you've been doing. I understand your reasons. You're angry, very angry, and hurt. And you feel you have a cause and you want the world to know about it. You know, many of us do. Without something to believe in, without a cause, most of the people in the world would just be existing. Causes are very necessary. But there are other ways to let the world know about our cause by, not by bloodshed and violence, but by shouting out, "Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I have something to say. Pay attention to me." We all feel that way. We can get newspapers. We can get reporters to come here, as many as you want. And you can speak, you can tell them everything, and they'll listen. You can say what you have to say. They will listen, and they'll put it on the front pages, and they'll put it on television. But not until you tell us where you've planted that bomb. Innocent people will die. And you'll have lost your voice forever.
You call everybody? Radio, TV, everybody?
Everybody.
If you promise, all right.
Listen, if you can't get... Tell him Sergeant Crowley's trying to get a hold... Crowley, C-R-O-W-L-E-Y.
What's happened?
You know where he is?
Disco went around the security
Simmons.
check, got spotted, and
Crowley,
grabbed a stew.
Sergeant, we got a
He's
bomb
demanding a
right now. We
plane.
don't have time to spell it. No, forget it.
Bill, what's happening?
We pinpointed the locker. The bomb squad can't even get in there. Tedesco's got a hostage.
We've got 12 minutes. It's set to go off at 8 o'clock.
I know that, Pep.
Where's Murph?
With Tedesco.
She's back!
Get out of my way. I can't miss with this thing.
I'm telling you for the last time, you move any closer and she's dead.
Tedesco, let her go. There's a bomb planted in there, man. It's going to go off at 8 o'clock.
Shh.
Listen to him. There is a bomb in there. Let her go.
Now you listen to me. I want a plane. Pull it up outside, fueled and ready to go. Don't try any tricks. I'll shoot, I swear. FBI warned you if I ever get the chance. Now you keep back.
Murph! You let that girl go. You and me, we're gonna get on that plane together. I'll be your hostage, okay?
No good. She's the best card I could hold.
Wrong, I am. You don't leave without me. It's that simple.
I'll kill her. You know I will.
No, you won't. Because if you do, I'll blow your rotten head off. Now let her go. You let her go. I got my gun holstered. You got me.
What better hostage could you have than a cop?
I'm gonna tear you apart with my bare hands.
I want that plane, Murphy. Now you get over against that locker so I can search you.
Don't go in there, Murph!
No, you're not gonna leave here. You're gonna die right here tonight.
You're crazy. Now you keep back, Murphy.
Yeah, I'll keep back. It's all over now.
Sergeant Anderson. No, he stepped out for a couple of minutes. May I take a message?
It's, Helen Murphy from New York.
Oh, yes.
Miss Pepper?
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Murphy.
I heard something on the radio, part of it. There was an explosion at an airport out there. A New York detective was killed, blown up.
Yes.
It was Keith.
I was waiting for Bill. He was planning to...
Cool. Tell me.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm really so sorry. I liked him. He was killed instantly. Here comes Bill now. Hold on. It's Helen. She knows.
Stay up.
Helen, honey, it's Bill.
I know, Billy, I know. Just tell me one thing. Did he walk into it? The explosion?
Honey, he was walking toward this guy to disco, and...
Killed himself.
It happened so fast.
I don't know about that. I wonder about that. I think that's the way Keith wanted to go. His doctor had been calling him. He's trying to get in touch with him. I asked Keith if something was wrong. He said no. He decided to stay with the department. It was all just routine. But his voice didn't sound like his. We've been together so long. The same person, but not the same voice. When I called the doctor back to ask him to tell me, to make him tell me, he said Keith had cancer.
What?
But he couldn't be sure of it when he left New York, but he was certain now. Keith must have known that he only had 1 month, maybe 2.
Why did he keep working? He could have...
His pension? He had 6 months before retirement. In New York City, if a cop dies before that, there's no pension. Oh, Keith knew that me and the children that we didn't need. Would you do me a favor?
What's that, Helen?
I'm going to catch the next plane. Would you ask your people to hold his body until I can get there? I want to be near him as long as I can be. There. And on the plane. The plane that's bringing him back. All right.
Yeah, listen, I'll check with the airlines, find out what time you're coming in. I'll meet you at the airport.
I appreciate it. Bye.
I feel so sorry for her. I feel sorry for Keith. And yet I feel better that I knew him. That I knew him. You know what I mean, Bill?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Pepper, what do you say we go out for a long drive, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we can stop by St. Brennan's. Light a candle.
What could I do for you? Yeah, collect me for something, huh?
My God, I haven't done anything. I haven't killed anyone. What is this all about?
What does the buttercup mean?
What's happening to my family, my whole family?
Who is Anemone, the yellow flower?
The face of the nun?
Then?
No. And the Miristos is dead.
Okay, the big choice is ice cold beer or Retsina.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I thought you would. You really look great.
Thanks.
Where's Crawley, Pepper? I thought he was going to show.
He'll show. He always does when there's free food.
Hey, Melina! Hi. The house looks great. Wish I brought my suit.
Can't you stay and swim?
No, I can't. My uncle's alone in the deli. I've got to get back.
Oh, the spread looks great. Your dad really did his number.
Yeah, I'll tell him. It'll make his day.
Pepper, this very sexy lady.
Oh, come on.
Is Melina Venizelos, and she just got engaged.
What's the lucky man's name?
Dimi Metaxas.
Well, you're a lovely bride to be.
Thank you very much. And I'm very proud of my man.
You got a full life ahead of you, sweetheart, I can tell.
You sure do.
And the Dipplers are terrific.
My dad made him fresh for Protomaya.
Protomaya? What,
Greek feast day, first day of summer.
We'll celebrate anything.
Hey, and I'm just the guy who can help you celebrate.
Hi,
How are you?
Your timing is flawless as usual, Crowley. The food just arrived.
Well, if you got timing, sweetheart, you got it all. What's a guy have to do to get a glass of Retsina around here?
Ask.
Είσαι έτοιμος? Απάντησέ μου. Δεν θέλω να σκοτώσω κανένα. Αλλά σκότωσαν. Δεν καταλαβαίνεις. Σκότωσαν τον πατέρα σου. Μα είναι τόσο καιρός. Αλλά ο πόνος δεν φεύγει από την καρδιά μου. Φοβάμαι, μαμά. Ήταν ο πατέρας σου. Μην έχεις φόβο. Μόνο ίσως γι' αυτό του έκαναν. Ένας πρέπει όλοι να πεθάνω. Πες μου. Ότι θα το κάνεις. Θα το κάνω.
There you are, Panos. You and the family have a happy Protomaya. Hey, sister, how are you today? What could I do for you? Yeah, collect me for something, huh? Good. What?
Mr. Labrador says to have a good holiday. Uncle Benny,
Honey, I'm back.
All right, Pete, what do you got?
Robbery, homicide. The victim's body dropped behind the counter.
Where's Melina?
She's over there.
How'd he buy it?
Right through the sternum.
Got any eyewitnesses? Anybody see anything?
Well, the guy next door said he heard something. Joe's over there checking on it now.
Who's the old man in the corner?
His name is Marcus Venizelos. He's the victim's brother. They ran the shop together.
Let's go talk to them. Did this belong to you?
No.
I'm sorry, Melina. We got the call over without us.
He's already told her about it.
Mr. Venizelos, this is Sergeant Crowley.
How you doing, sir?
I'm her friend.
My fiance,
He works up the street at the cafe.
I see. Mr. Venizelos, were you in the store when it happened?
No.
Did you see someone, a car? Have any idea who?
Papa.
No, I see no one.
Melina, when you came and found your uncle, you saw nothing? You heard nothing?
No.
Found this little flower over on the counter. Do you sell these in the store?
No.
Bill, guy next door in the liquor store said that he heard a noise, but he didn't pay it any attention. Lady went to the window, saw a nun exit the deli. Greek Orthodox, he said. Maybe she witnessed something.
They get a description?
Saw her from the rear. She had a limp.
That sound like anybody you know?
No. No, I know no nuns. Why?
That was what was observed.
What are they doing to him over there?
They're examining your brother. They're trying to help us.
You mean no one from the church ever comes in the store, Mr. Venizelos?
No. I know no nuns, no priests, no church in this family. My brother lies dead over there, and you talk to me about nuns. Talk to me about killers.
You ever been here before?
No, it's a beautiful church.
Benny Venizelos obviously doesn't think so.
I wonder why he's so bitter.
I don't know. There's a lot of guilt there somehow.
Well, maybe the Mother Superior can tell us more about him.
She does know we're coming, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
You are the police?
Yes, I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson.
How can I help you?
Well, there's been a killing, and we suspect that one of your nuns may have been a witness.
It's possible she could help us. A nun with a limp, I heard. No, there's no such sister here at St. Demetrius.
Are you sure?
Oh, we're a very small order. Our legs are strong, fortunately, for the work we do.
Well, is there perhaps somewhere else where...
Yes. You might check the St. Nectario's hospital. There are Greek Orthodox nuns there.
We were there, but we had no luck.
Also, we checked St. George. There's nothing there either. There's no place in the city where there are Greek Orthodox nuns. No other place.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The Venizelos brothers didn't come to church.
Is there something else?
Not in the girl, but in the brothers. There's a darkness, a shadow.
It's a buttercup, genus ranunculus.
Does it mean anything?
You know, like roses mean love.
A buttercup, spring, a child, something warm and bright. Well, do I win the station wagon, washer, dryer, and all expense vacation in Honolulu?
In my book, you do.
All right. Good to see you, Gail.
Okay.
Take care, Gail.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I don't think it means much.
Thank you. Good night.
Why rob one of us? You think maybe he fought and so they shoot him?
I don't know. Maybe. Who sent the fruit?
Mr. Strategakis.
In the cafe?
You want some?
What are we? So wealthy? Why don't they go steal from wealthy people? Go rob a bank. Not from people who work to make a living.
Thanks.
$200. Huh? Is that all Benny's life or any human being's life is worth?
Alex. Alex.
I'm going. Okay.
Something inside tell me to close the store for Putumayo.
Pop.
Only I had been there.
Mr. Venizelos, what? Think maybe you are killed too? Please, it will do you good, Diuso.
My brother Giorgio died when he was 5 years old. Zenos, 1957. That leave Vinny and me and your Uncle Alex. Everything we do together. Now I feel like half a thing.
Dad,
I think I go outside. It gets too hot in here.
I'll go with you.
No, I want to be alone.
Dad? Hey, Dad.
Randy, where is Alex?
Said he'd be back late this afternoon. About Denny. I'm sorry.
Are you? Randy, I am the one who should be sorry. I should not say that to you. Randy, you tell Alex I want to talk to him right away. At the store, not on the telephone. You will tell him right away.
I'll tell him, Marcos.
I wait for him there.
Benny.
Did we make a good buy?
Yes, Alex. I've been pulling some of the better ones.
Oh, Harto. It's a limited London trade edition. It's beautiful.
Oh, Marcus was here. He says it's urgent to speak to you right away.
Well, I'll call him.
No, he said that you must come to the store. No, that's what he said. He was worried.
Must be about Venny. All right, you go get yourself some coffee and bring it back here. I'll go see Marcus.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Rainy? Rainy?
Depot, but
Who we got here?
his name is Constantine. He was the proprietor.
Was it 211 involved?
No, cash box on the table. Hasn't been touched.
Any eyewitnesses? Anybody see anything?
No. Mrs. Karabelis at the desk there. Yeah, she works here. She's the one that found the body.
Oh? Maybe we better talk to her.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Can we look now? Oh, it's all yours. Excuse me, Mrs. Karabelis. I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions, please.
How long have you known Alex Constantine?
Oh, 15, 16 years.
Do you have any idea who could have done this? I mean, did he have any enemies? Any debtors?
No, he was a man who loved books, loved culture, had no enemies, no debtors.
Yeah. See you a second.
Excuse us.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this. But one look tells me I got rigor coming on already.
Rigor? This fast?
Yeah. It means he wasn't taken unawares. He must have seen something.
That scared the hell out of him, right?
I'll be right back.
Is there anything else that could have brought rigor on this fast?
Karabelis. Did Alex Constantine know the Venizelos family?
Of course. They were brothers-in-law.
Bill?
Yeah.
They were brothers-in-law?
Yes. Melina's mother was sister to Alex.
Do any Greek Orthodox nuns ever come in here?
No.
Do you know why Melina's father is so angry with God?
I do not know.
Is there a darkness over the brothers?
What is darkness? You are a woman. We are connected differently to life. Who knows what they call darkness?
Is there, Miss Karabelis?
No.
Come in.
Thank you.
You come from the bookstore?
Yes, sir.
How's Irene?
She's okay. You left an urgent message with her, sir. Could you tell us what that was all about?
What is wrong with you people? Why you keep digging into my family business? You don't have to find out about us. Find out who is killing us.
I can't do one without the other, sir. I mean, do you want protection?
To be like a prisoner in my own store. My own house. Like a guilty man. You think I am guilty of something? Of what? Say it, of what?
No, Mr. Venizelos, we don't think you're guilty of anything. I mean, I know that at a time like this, it's got to be tough, but we do need the information.
You don't know nothing. You find the murderer, because I know it is the same murderer.
Well, you please explain to him that we're outsiders, that we're not Greek.
Hey, you talk to me. We are honest people. We have no enemies.
Mr. Venizelos, now you're making a mistake. You're blocking us. You're holding back. Already there are 2 people dead.
You don't believe me when I say, huh? You go to immigration. We have been here 16 years. There's nothing more to say. Good night.
You have our number.
Why don't you ever let them help you? Why do you have to carry it all on your shoulders alone? Tell me what's going on.
I love you with all my heart. What more is there to say?
Whenever I ask you or Uncle Venny why you left the old country, how Mama died, you would never say anything.
When it is time for you to know, you will know. For them, it is nothing. Nothing at all.
It is time now. I have a right to carry part of the load. Tell me the truth.
What the hell is the truth, girl?
This is Mr. Pangoulis.
Angulos.
Oh, sorry. He owns the pawn shop across the street from the bookstore. Tell Sergeant Crowley what you saw.
I thought we checked the neighbors.
He was closed.
Oh, if I knew such pretty lady was with you, I'd be open.
I'm sure it would have made all the difference in the world, sir.
How'd you guess?
Are we going to stand here all night, or are you going to hear what he saw?
All right, sir, what did you see?
This nun with one bad foot. She go in the bookstore and come out before Irene came back.
Well, who specifically could put their hands on a nun's habit if they wanted to?
We have a gardener and a maintenance staff, and then there's a cook. But I really don't think...
Mother Superior, I think you'd better see Mrs. Katsikas in the infirmary. I think she needs to talk to you.
I'll be there in a minute.
Hello, Miss Karabolis.
Sergeant Anderson. I'll get back to work.
What does she do here? Irene Karabolis? She does more than any person has a right to ask.
Here, at the church?
With the old people. The ones who can't cook or clean themselves anymore. The gratitude those people feel for what she does, well...
Dimmy, can I talk to you? The policewoman wanted to meet me, so I told her here rather than at the deli, because Dad's...
I know. It's gonna be all right.
What's happening to my family, my whole family?
Hey, you and me, we make a whole new family. And your father will have his place at the head of the table.
That's our future, Demi. What about now?
Now, Melina. Now you take care of yourself. Because ever since I come to this country, it is you that is the best thing that has happened to me. I am loving you, Melina.
I love you.
Come on, I make you Turkish coffee and curl your hair.
Oh, hi.
Thanks for seeing me. I want to talk to you about Irene Karabolis.
Oh, do you want some coffee?
No, thank you. How long do you know her?
A long time. Why?
Well, just now I learned that she's working around the church.
You're thinking about the nun's habit? Irene?
When I ask a question about somebody, I'm not accusing them. Is she connected with your family?
All I could ever find out was that in Greece, she and Uncle Benny were in love and going to be married.
So what happened?
When Uncle Benny came over here, he suddenly broke it off with her, and he was so cold to her all the time. It was painful to see her every time she was around him.
Oh, I wouldn't say these private things to you if I didn't think.
You're not doing her a disservice, believe me. How's your father doing?
Terrible. Maybe if you came over and talked to him?
Sure. Let's go.
Thank you, ladies. Oh, it's you, huh? You always make a mess for me to clean up. Come on out. Outside. Come on. Clean up a mess every time. Just clean up after that cat. That's all. Always clean up.
Papa? paramedics. Melina?
Ambulance. We need an ambulance. 2327 3rd Avenue. Hurry!
Close one eye and touch the tip of your nose with your index finger.
No wisecracks, Crowley.
I wasn't going to say a thing.
See, I'm okay. I've just been waiting for hours and I have a splitting headache. And my hair's a mess.
You don't have a concussion. Take it easy for a few days. Dizziness, blurred vision, I want to know about it. You understand?
Okay, thanks, Doc. I told you I'm okay.
Yeah, well, I think you better take a few days off.
What I'll take is a rain check on that.
You look fine. No, really, you look terrific.
Well, thank you.
For a lady who just got clobbered in the back end of a great deli.
You want a concussion? Where are we going?
We dropped by Molina's father's room, see if he's conscious or not.
You picked up the Carabolas woman, didn't you?
Yeah.
Dr. Frank Gleskin, room 224, please.
Hi.
Are you all right?
According to the doctor in the EEG, he has a chance if he regains consciousness. If he slips into a deep coma.
You know we're pulling for him.
If he, when he regains consciousness, will you let us know?
Sure.
You know what worries me?
What?
She's the only one left.
Miss Carabolas, where were you when Marcus Venizelos was shot today?
I was working at the church at St. Demetrius. I told you that.
We checked there, and no one could swear to seeing you at exactly the time the shooting went down.
Well, I was working alone, but I was there.
The cathedral's just a few blocks from Venizelos' store.
What does the buttercup mean?
How do I know? Why don't you ask the murderer? Why are you asking me?
Venizelos, Miss Carabolas.
But what about him?
Where were you when he was murdered?
I told you that, too. I was with Alex, Mr. Constantine. Why don't you believe me?
He can't confirm that any longer.
My God, I haven't done anything. I haven't killed anyone. What is this all about?
Sorry, Miss Carabolas. We're faced with 2 murders in 1 attempt. There are people who are holding back information that might help us stop the massacre of this family.
What information am I holding back? That I love Benny Venizelos? That in this country we plan to marry? That he turned cold, bitter, that he doesn't want me? Is that a crime?
Did that make you hate him?
Yes, I hated him. I hurt. But I loved him, too.
Was there another woman?
How can they ask these things?
We wouldn't if we didn't have to.
Was there another woman?
I don't know. I think no.
Then why all of this? What went on in their earlier lives? Here and in Greece?
Why? Do you think if I knew why I'd be sitting here like this? Do you think it's easy to love a man who has an empty space where his heart should be? To put your woman's passion, your life into the work at St. Demetrius, because when you want to put it, no one wants it.
There's something else. I don't know what it is.
Immigration. Looks like we got a break.
Well, it's about time. What do you got?
Well, what is it?
Immigration makes the family. It's coming from a different village than they told us.
Yeah, they always say comitas, and immigration says carry-on.
Carry-on. Huh. Yeah, Sergeant Crowley. Yeah, Mrs. Pascoe. This is the lady from the library. She's calling me about the flower. Uh-huh. Yeah, they grow all over Greece. Wild, huh? And they're also known as the windflower, or anemone. In mythology, a beautiful nymph who was pursued and ravaged by the wind god. And then he did that, huh? Okay, thank you, Mrs. Pascoe. No. Over the phone's good enough. Yeah, bye.
What you want to do? Give you a demonstration?
Yeah, let's get back to the business of the two different places.
Yeah, you know, Bill, I wouldn't write off that phone call.
Who's writing it off? I thought I'd drop by her place later on.
Anemone is also a girl's name.
Right.
You know, they tell us they come from one place, yet they come from another. Now, is there a woman involved named Anemone? Hey, where's Melina right now?
At the hospital.
Okay. Pete, stick with Pepper. Talk to Melina. Talk to Marcos, too, if he's conscious. Get permission from Melina to go through her father's and uncle's things. Right. We still got access to Constantine's place? Yeah. All right, let you and me work it. Let's hit it.
Melina?
Dr. Robert,
Melina, honey.
Please call the nurse's station.
Honey, wake up. Any change?
No.
Some new things came up. You feel like talking?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your mother. What was your mother's name?
Letizia.
It wasn't an enemy?
No.
Melina, we'd like to go through some of your father's things at the house. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Okay, I'm gonna take you home.
I shouldn't leave.
You're gonna get a lot better rest at home.
They'll call you if he starts coming to.
Mr. George Freelick, third floor nurse's station, please.
Okay.
Come on, I'll help you.
Find anything?
I don't even know what we're looking for.
You know,
What?
well, you asked me about my mother. I never really believed that she died of some sickness.
What do you mean?
I don't feel like she's dead.
But immigration has her listed as dead. Have you talked to your father about this?
The simplest question about her, what did she look like? Did she smile a lot? What were the first words she said when I was born? He says, nothing.
Why won't he open up about these things?
I don't know.
Melina, you all right?
Oh, Demi, I'm so glad you're here.
I come straight from work. I worry sick about you. Your papa?
He's still on the machines.
Thank you for bringing her home.
Oh, that's all right. We're not leaving right now. We still have a little work to do.
Maybe I'll help you?
That's okay, we'll do it.
Thank you.
My father's room is downstairs.
Hey, Bill. Here's something. It's a Greek newspaper.
1961. The year they immigrated here. Huh. Take that with us.
Melina, which of these things are from Greece? And, what's from here?
Only the icons are from Greece. Other than that, they came here with nothing. They came and they started over.
Okay, well, be sure and keep your doors locked.
I don't have to worry tonight. Demi's staying with me.
All right, well, keep the doors locked anyway, all right?
Complicado.
Hope Bill and Joe had better luck than we
They
did.
didn't come up emptier.
Sipna de mí. Sipna.
Mama? Demi?
Il de ora. Está tocándome. Edo, tora. Tatis tocándome. Así.
Oye, separarlo. Oye, a ti.
Demi.
Demi?
Ikonisi.
Se está mató. Esto no piso eso, pasó.
Demi?
Se casas. Inendia paptus. Fatis contoso.
Oye, separarlo.
Kila fis mas imuna mortisis. Brilla patiti porta.
Demi!
Oye, mamá. Oye, enfermo. Oye.
Se olvide mí.
Demi!
Brilla patiti porta. Se le atado. Me creía.
What happened?
It's Demi. They think he's got a concussion.
Melina?
No, she's okay. Doctor gave her a tranquilizer. She's inside. She's getting ready. She's going to follow him to the hospital.
Get a chance to talk to her?
Not really, not yet. Pete.
Yeah.
As soon as it's daylight, get a hold of Anna Melos. She speaks Greek. She reads it, too. Tell her to meet me at the office first thing in the morning.
Right. See you, Joe.
Okay.
Joe, I want to run this whole Venizelos family through R&I. And check on Demi, too.
You got it.
Hey, and also check out that Karabalis woman. Melina, you feel like talking now?
Melina?
They threw him out of the window.
They threw him out?
They spoke Greek. The little boy was crying. Something the woman wanted him to do, he didn't want to do, so he cried.
And the nun?
She came at me as if...
As if what, Melina?
He was fighting, shouting, "What's happening to me?"
Bill, maybe she should stay here.
No,
Sure she
there's
should
no
stay.
way. I'm going to the hospital to see my father and Demi.
All right, listen, then. You stay with her. You stay with her. I'll talk to you later. I gotta get back. Listen, we need this translated, Anna. We found it in Melina's uncle's place up over the bookstore.
My Greek's not exactly classical, but the date is...
Yeah, we can see what the date is. What else does it say?
Okay. Let's see. It says, 3 men are being sought in the beating to death of a farmer named Demas Aristos. Took place in the village of Kyriai on Protomaya, the holiday you guys were up at my new place.
Yeah, but it's Kyriai, not Komitas, huh?
It's Kyriai.
Does it mention the family names Constantine or Venizelos?
No.
You can buy names and papers.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
Well, the wife of one of the fugitives reports her 3-year-old child missing. Disappeared same time as her husband. The wife's name, first name, is Letizia.
That's Melina's mother's name.
Yeah. Is there anybody there with the name Anemone, first name?
No.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Imagínate.
Dr. Jack Matoff, please report to the third floor east.
He's conscious. The doctor says he can talk with you. I'm going up to Demi's room.
Are you feeling better?
I'm still alive.
If you want your daughter to stay alive, you must tell me. You've got to tell me. We know about the killing in Greece. The three men, you, your brother, and Alex Constantine.
No. You know nothing about the killing.
You must tell me.
One day, my wife, Letitia, come to me. She say this man, Demas, a farmer, she say he rape her. Like the wind I run. Get Benny, Alex, and we find Demas. And we beat him. And we beat him.
He died.
Then we must leave the village to escape police.
But why did you take Melina away and tell her that her mother died?
In my heart, she is dead. We find out she lied. Demas does not rape her. She tries to seduce him, and he scorns her. And our act of passion becomes an act of murder.
Who is Anemone? The yellow flower. Who is Anemone?
The wife of Demas. She got hurt in her leg. The face of the nun was an enemy, Ristos.
Then...
No. An enemy, Ristos, is dead.
Yeah, walked out of here 6 months ago at Christmas time. Used several aliases before he was committed, but the name is Aristos. Demetrios Aristos, Sergeant Crowley. Father's name, Demas. Mother's name, Anemone. Both dead. Explosive violence, twice on B ward.
How explosive?
Life-taking aggression.
Yeah, listen, who handled him in therapy, you?
Yes. Sometimes he was seized by his mother's personality, but what's more interesting is when he retreated into the little boy's personality.
I'm sure it is. Listen, would he ever dress in a nun's habit?
Whenever he played the role of the woman, certainly he did.
Now, you want to tell me just why the hell he wasn't in your maximum security section?
Oh, wait a minute, Sergeant. We make judgments based on hard data.
Dr. Gary Ballard, please report to the information desk.
Demi!
Ay, ya ven. Esto. Fajito no lo tiene bien, doctora.
Oh, Demi. You had me so scared. Oh, Glegas. Hey, Demi, what are you doing? What are you doing? The nurse said to stay in bed. What are you doing? The nurse said to stay in bed. Demi? Get back in bed. Get back in bed. What are you doing?
Like your mother.
What?
Demi? My Demetrios stopped me last night. He won't do that again.
Hey, sister.
Again?
Hey, Demi!
Demi? He's gonna kill her. Melina!
Got something up against the wall. Sure does. I'm gonna take the roof and look out here.
What are you talking about? Huh? I'll go call the nurse. I'm going to call the nurse.
Chique.
What's the matter?
¿Tú me demás?
Open up the door. Open that door. Open that door.
He was a good man. He worked hard. Monaiko, peninsula muna. Siguro Sema.
Do you know what he's saying?
The little boy. He didn't want to hurt anybody.
Okay, sweetheart.
You're a remarkable man.
I appreciate beauty. A lovely girl, Francine. I think we can help you.
That girl, that kid we ran into last night.
There's more to this.
We used to call it white slavery.
You have an opportunity that a few girls ever get, and I'm not going to let you spoil it.
Go!
Give me the police.
Put it down, Joanne. Let's talk. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Please.
Anyway, we must have been sitting in the car for, I don't know, something like 6 or 7 hours. Nothing. I figured we were going to set a new record for stakeouts.
Well, you'd have to go a long way to beat Larry Miller. You know he sat out for 15 hours, him and his partner?
Yeah, well, anyway, Steve Wampner's going ape, see? So suddenly he gets this little glint in his eye. Now, we both had CC units because they just started issuing them to us.
I think I know what's coming.
It ain't a long one.
Well, let me finish the story, all right?
Okay.
Well, anyway, so he gets this glint in his eye. Well, he suddenly turns to me and he says, give me your radio. I say, why? He says, because I'm a sergeant and you're a lousy investigator. That's why. So I gave him my radio. So I said, okay. Well, I swear to you, this is true. He takes the radio, gets out of the car, walks over to a mailbox. He drops the radio in the mailbox. Without a word, he comes back, sits down in the car, and just sits there. Well, about 2 minutes go by, nobody said a word. Suddenly, this little old lady walks down the street. She sticks a letter in the mailbox. And the voice from down inside says, I purely do thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I heard this before.
Well, what did the lady do?
She said you're welcome and walked off. What would you say to a mailbox?
Pepper, you make a great straight man.
Straight person.
Straight person.
All right. It's your turn, Joe.
No. I've told all my stories.
Oh, no, I don't want any more stories. I'm talking about Vinny's. It's your turn to buy.
It's Pepper's turn.
No, I'm sorry, guys. Pepper's got a hot date.
Really? Who?
Me.
Terrific.
You mean my driving, of course.
No, to be free for an evening. Oh.
There wasn't anything free about that $30 dinner.
It was Dutch, remember?
Well, that's Lib.
Yeah. Men's.
What's happening up there?
Whatever, let's not get involved.
That looks like Milt. That is Milt Taylor.
Come on, folks.
Hey, Milt!
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
What's happening here, officer?
Didn't you hear me, sir? There's nothing here to concern you folks, and we don't need onlookers.
Well, I'm not really an onlooker.
Sir, I don't care who you are. You have to move it.
Hey, Milt.
It's okay. Hi, Pepper. Bill.
Hey, Milt, how are you? What's happening here?
A young kid, maybe 15. He turned on the gas.
Dead?
Yeah. You know, I'll bet over the years there's been a dozen suicides in that old flea trap. Most of them kids under 20.
We're blocking traffic.
Yeah, I hope to see
I'll
you
see you
around.
later, Milt. Okay, take it easy.
Just routine.
That's why I never liked working patrol. Nah, that kind of stuff. Just happy somebody else is handling it.
Okay, will do. What is this? Gonna be something new?
Well, you like Hawaiian music, don't you?
Yeah, I like Hawaiian music.
Well, then tell me exactly how many do you want?
How many? What do I want?
Oh, raffle tickets for the Policeman's Benevolent League. 2 weeks in Hawaii for you and Harriet? Think about that, Joseph. $20 and you got yourself a sure thing.
Got myself a sure thing.
Absolutely.
Tell me something. How do you propose to do that?
Well, I happen to have a little pull in the proper places. Why don't we just leave it at that?
Bill and Pep take any?
Pep took 5. Bill still got his hand in his pocket, but you know, that'll be coming out soon. You know, Harriet would really appreciate, you know, basking on the beach, sipping Mai Tais.
You're not trying to bribe me now, are you?
Think about it, will you? All alone, no telephones away from here? In Hawaii?
2 weeks in Hawaii. Basking in the sun.
That's right.
I'm gonna put our life in your hands.
You got a deal.
K-L-E-M-E-N, right? I-N. M-I-N, okay. Got it. Yeah, we'll be waiting right here for him. Okay, Captain. We'll see you then. Right.
What was that about?
That girl, that kid we ran into last night.
The suicide. It wasn't a suicide?
Oh, all the evidence says it was. They got prints on it. Joanne Clement, Dayton, Ohio. Turned 16 last month. The runaway. Sounds commonplace.
But it isn't.
The folks just flew in. They're in Barnes' office now. He's sending them down here, then he wants to talk to us.
There's more to this.
Yeah. We used to call it white slavery.
I'd like to see Mr. Victor, please.
Is this in reply to the newspaper ad?
Yes, ma'am.
Your name, please.
Laura Baker.
Now, please be seated. He'll be with you in a little while.
Are you involved with anyone?
Well, he doesn't own me. You know, we've only been together for a couple of months. I mean, you know.
What does he do, Francine?
He's a musician, Primal Scream.
Huh?
That's the group he's with. He plays the guitar.
Oh. Have you had any other involvements?
Yeah, there was a bass player, and then there was this bus driver.
You're a lovely girl, Francine. And I think we can help you. But we're going to need some pictures.
And you have a special photographer in mind?
Oh, no, we don't do that. Anyone you choose. Just so the pictures do justice to your charms.
I know what you mean. Thanks a real lot, Mr. Victor. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And you too.
Well, what do you think?
I think not. She's too experienced for my purposes.
Well, she looks good, going on 18. I can use her in local films. Maybe loops.
That's your concern. I merely want quickly to get a replacement for Miss Clement.
She was our only child. Until a year ago, she'd never been away from home overnight. Not one night.
We did everything we could to find her. Private detectives, everything, you know.
Yes. Mr. Clement, I'm afraid we do know.
And she never tried to contact you?
Not until the other day when we got the letter. And she...
Well, for the first time in years, she seemed so happy. That's why we couldn't believe that she'd do what they say she did.
Joanne always wanted to be an actress, a dancer, something like that. We tried to talk her out of it. We told her it's a 1 in a million chance. We didn't want her to get hurt, but she was pretty stubborn.
Just exactly what was in the letter?
Well, it was like, I told you so. She said she just got this job, a real good job, a model. And she said she was going to travel all over the world. I mean, she seemed so happy.
No. Slowly, Miss Baker. Turn a little more slowly, please. Huh? Lovely. You're very lovely. Now, do your parents know you came here?
Oh, sure.
Now, be honest with me, Laurie.
Well, I know it'll be okay with them.
I hope so. Because you're a minor. And if we do get you assignments, your parents will have to give their approval.
My parents aren't here in town.
Oh? Where are they?
My mother's in Mississippi.
And you ran away.
I left. It was better that way.
When did you get here?
About 6 weeks ago. And I need the work, Mr. Victor.
I'm sorry. But without your parents' consent, you can't sign contracts.
I thought it'd be different if I came out here.
Anywhere in the country, Laurie.
There is one possibility. You see, Miss Baker, I represent a number of clients abroad. As you well know, American things are extremely popular in other countries. Music, food, fashion. Well, blue jeans, for example. The whole world wears blue jeans. And attractive young girls like yourself, well, they're very much in demand as models.
I could go to Europe?
The fact is, Miss Baker, if you wanted to, you could go most anywhere.
The ones they ship out, most of those kids, 15, 16. And they're all runaways.
So there won't be any parents around to make waves.
That seems to be the idea.
And they wind up in the Mideast.
A small sheikdom named Ramat.
Yeah, but Captain, you know, a little country like that, now that couldn't account for all the white slave traffic. It's got to be a clearinghouse, don't you think?
Right. From there, they ship them to hell and gone.
Charming.
Come on, come on. What do you want to eat?
Getting less and less hungry by the minute.
Well, then let's try the copper kettle. They serve small portions. The way we got it figured, Victor handles the legitimate end of the operation here.
And this Hattar?
Jamal Hattar?
Yeah. He's in charge of the slavery operations, right?
No, he works at it. I didn't say he ran it. We think the real boss is a guy by the name of Salim Daoud, a visiting college professor at State University. He came over here about 3 months ago, and right after he arrived, we began to hear the rumors.
Daoud.
We don't know too much about him, except that he's single and well-traveled, and understand he's quite a ladies' man. You know, Sergeant, I get the feeling that he'd really go for you.
Harriet, what do you mean we can't go to Hawaii? Pete said winning the raffle's a sure thing. Kids, well, buy a couple extra tickets, half fare, and take them with us. Or we can leave them with your mother and make a second honeymoon out of it. I don't know, sweetheart. I'll leave that part up to you. Of course, Bill will give me the time off. Look, I've got at least 2 weeks coming to me after the Brandon case alone. Bill, Harriet wants to know.
Tell her yes, I'll do anything to get rid of you for a while. And give her my love.
He's real reluctant about it. But he says he'll try to get along without me. And he sends you a kiss. One of his famous freebies. I'll see you later.
أعطيني اسم أوتيل كاريب. Can you please tell me the time? أرزوك اللي الساعة. It is noon. دليوتي ظهران. It is the dinner hour. الآن الساعة 10.
Hi. A little tougher than French.
Oh, not if you're an Arab. How come?
If I'm going to enroll in that course, I have to have at least a little background in this, in case teacher starts making inquiries.
Oh, yeah, teacher. Here we go. Professor Daoud.
Jamil. Or is it Gamil? Loose translation for not bad.
Pep, look. I mean, if you don't mind, this is my office and I got a little work I gotta do, so... I mean, if you really don't mind.
Of course not.
Okay. You want to take your Berlitz and split? Yeah, Crowley. Captain, we're on to it. I know there's pressure. We're always under pressure, are we? Uh-huh. Daoud, right. Pepper will be meeting with him at exactly this time tomorrow afternoon.
Public opinion thus confined the women to the house, leading to the establishment of the harem system or enforced seclusion. This absence of women from normal activity on the streets is characteristic of many Arabic towns until this day. This gradual disappearance of women from public festivities and even from worship has given rise to a widespread Western view that Arabic women are consigned to an inferior position. But it is very important for us to know that in the earliest days of Arab culture, their status was completely different. They were not closely veiled, not much more secluded than their European sisters. In fact, many of them were very well educated and accomplished. I think it is very important to see that the Western concept of Arabic oppression of their women comes from the growth of some later, even modern, usages. In truth, the Arabs, in their deepest traditions, have been perhaps among the most chivalrous people in the world. I'm looking forward at our next meeting. Thank you.
Dr. Daoud, I'm sorry I walked in so late. That makes 2 lectures I've missed.
I know. Had you been here, I would have been very much aware of it.
Thank you.
As I was when you arrived.
Well, thank you again.
And now you wonder how you can make up the work.
Yes, if I can.
Mrs. Anderson.
Miss.
Forgive me. You're not taking the course for credit.
No, I'm interested in the subject matter. I'm a teacher, and I'm assigned to Saudi Arabia to an American high school next term, so I want to learn all I can about its people and its history.
That's commendable.
Thank you.
You see, our first class is a get-acquainted session. So the students and I might come to know one another.
Oh.
But we can easily make that up. If you'll come for dinner with me tonight.
Well,
Miss Anderson, as one Middle East scholar to another, I would be most honored if you'd say Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't have to pretend with her.
She's got to be 19 if she's a day.
Yeah, way over the hill, right?
Huh. Hey, look at this.
A little young, don't you think?
For people with normal taste, yeah.
Yes, Helen.
Miss Baker's here.
Send her in, please.
Mr. Victor, Mr. Tar, my landlady said you called.
Yes, and it's very nice that you're so prompt. Now, tell me, do you know of a place named Hartley's?
No.
Well, they sell very elegant clothing.
Oh, you mean I'm going to model for them?
No, I already explained that that would be impossible, but you are going there tomorrow morning, and they're going to help you select a very nice wardrobe at our expense, of course.
I don't understand.
We want you to look your best for the trip.
The trip?
My associates were very impressed with the photographs we sent them. So you are going to fly to London. And after that,
You really mean this?
you will leave in a few days. We will take care of the passport, reservations, all the details.
Of course, you'll be very well chaperoned all the way, and here's a little something in advance.
Mr. Victor, I don't know what to say.
We would appreciate it if you didn't say anything to anyone.
You understand, Laurie? We're the only agency in the city handling this sort of thing, and since we were the first ones to think of it, we sort of have a corner on the market. So if the news got out, so mum's the word, huh?
Total mum, for sure.
Here she comes.
She looks mighty happy.
We better stay with her.
Don't you want to talk with her?
I don't know yet. If she goes home to Mom and Dad, there's nothing to talk about.
Good evening.
Good evening. I guess the standard expression is for me?
I hope you approve, Miss Anderson.
Approve? Are you kidding? Oh, my. And it's Pepper.
Salim?
Salim.
Yes.
I just don't know what to say. I mean, the roses are lovely, but the vase, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
It is from my small collection.
It's priceless.
No, it's your delight that is priceless.
You're not your run-of-the-mill professor. Most teachers I know, the only collection they have is, thank you, a collection of unpaid bills.
Well, I'm more fortunate.
Family wealth,
Yes,
oil,
among other things.
like.
The enjoyment of life. Shall we?
Oh, definitely. For that matter, you're not your ordinary Arab either.
My mother was French. Perhaps that explains it.
Yes, that explains a lot of things.
No, I'm very Arab. And I'm ready to share it with you.
Sounds nice.
Definitely not Mom and Dad. Well, let's go see what kind of a story she lays on us. We'll go around the back in case she tries to rabbit. Oh, miss? I'm with the police department. I want to make it have a word.
Let me go, please.
Police.
Let me go.
Just relax. It's all right, honey. It's okay. We're both police officers. Nobody's going to hurt you. We just want to talk to you, okay?
You're going to send me back, aren't you?
Send you back where?
To my mother and that guy,
What's your name, honey?
Laurie Baker. But you know that.
How old are you, Laurie? About 14?
15. And I'm not going back.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're more interested in some people you've been meeting with here.
I had couscous once, in San Francisco.
Not the way I make. There are dozens of variations. Mine is indisputably the best.
Can I have the recipe?
Only if you'll join in my toast. May I?
Of course.
Very poor timing. You'll excuse me?
Certainly.
Hello? Yes, sir. I understand we have someone working on it. I would say within a few days. It's very likely.
Does Hattar know the client is on the way?
I'm sure Attar is aware of it. If they suspected anything, they would have taken action by now. Of course. The last I heard, the flight was on schedule. I'll see if I can't expedite matters.
You've done well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Again, my apologies. A graduate student at university. She's doing a thesis.
You make yourself very available to your students.
Shall we toast to that?
All right.
To our relationship.
To our relationship.
Wherever it may lead.
He said Hattar's name on the phone.
Yep.
But he didn't say what would happen in a few days.
I can make a guess.
Make it.
That's when they ship over another girl.
I'll buy it. Because we found her.
A runaway?
Yeah. Juvenile notified her mother in Mississippi. Her mother's a boozer, so is the guy she lives with. They couldn't care less what happens to the kid.
So?
So we're petitioning to make her a ward of the court.
And use her as a snitch?
Yeah, the court approves.
That could put her in a lot of danger. You can't do that.
The policewoman's staying with her, Pep.
Even so, that...
Even so, there's still a danger. I know that. I feel a responsibility for the kid. But I got another responsibility, too. I gotta bust up a white slave ring. I gotta try to save a lot of little girls. Now, this kid is the key to busting it. If she can't help me, it's back to go. Look, I had a decision to make, and I made it, okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I. Okay, so what else did you pick up last night? Anything?
What I told you.
What about Daoud? Did he,
Yeah, he's very charming.
Yeah, but I mean, did he,
I was wired, remember? If he had, you'd have known. He's a perfect gentleman.
Is it alone?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Victor?
Oh, here you are. I've been looking for you. I even tried reaching you at home.
I was arranging for the girl's passport.
Oh, well, another young lady came in here, and I thought she might be all right, and if you wanted to see her, I...
Mr. Victor, our partnership has been a very rewarding one.
Has been?
My people want me to work out of another city.
Why? We've hardly scratched the surface here.
We have reason to believe that the local police are becoming suspicious.
But we still have 2 days before we put Laurie Baker on the plane.
Then you will receive your full commission, and she'll be the last one.
Well, we're set. But we got some stringent guidelines.
Well, looks like I'm going to be doing some babysitting.
That's one, round the clock. 2, no jeopardy. I mean, if that little girl so much as stumps her toe, my butt's gonna be up in front of the bench.
Well, I think I've come up with something very interesting. I never thought I'd be saying something nice about the telephone company, but
now you are, right?
Well, I just got to give credit where credit is due. You know that telephone call Pepper was listening in on? Where do you suppose that one came from?
Pete, don't milk it. Just give it to me, will you?
A little country in the Middle East called Ramat.
Did you tell Pepper? It's too late. She already split.
Hey! Hey, Bill. Pepper, listen, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Hey, buddy.
As long as it was business.
What was business?
What? Sit down, Bill. You're missing something fantastic.
You like this, buddy?
What is that?
That's couscous. Strictly vegetarian.
Couscous. That's Arabian, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of variations, but one thing is for sure. Mine is the best.
Definitely.
Oh.
Is this a recipe you picked up someplace?
Yeah. From a terrific friend. I think she's pretty good.
Yeah, the best.
That's all?
What you are seeing is a corruption. I know that sounds pompous, but it is the truth. This sort of dancing used to be deeply rooted in religion. It's a thing of remarkable grace, beauty, and even piety. Well, later...
You know, I believe that you are a true Renaissance man, one of the few I've ever met.
Really?
You're a historian, a teacher, you speak 6 languages.
5, and not all of them well.
You're a gourmet cook, you're a student of the arts. You're a remarkable man.
I appreciate beauty.
It seems so.
You are the proof.
Are there many women in your life?
Of course. It's a valued tradition in my country.
And they're beautiful?
And that, too, is a tradition.
Then why do you come so far?
Well,
No, seriously. You have a beautiful home in Ramat. Servants, everything a man could want, including, I imagine, your choice of women. Why would you come to the United States to take a job that probably doesn't pay for your plane ticket?
well, I have other interests.
Involving women? Beautiful women?
Since I've come to this country, Pepper, I have found only one woman in whom I have any interest at all.
Gee, I was scared you wouldn't get my message. Mr. Hattar came over today.
Oh, what do you want?
I am supposed to leave day after tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at this.
They did a nice job with that.
Oh, it says I'm 18.
Yeah, I noticed.
The clothes they picked for me for the trip, they make me look even older.
What about that ticket?
It's non-stop to London.
Yeah, well, they'll probably have somebody there to smuggle you the rest of the way. Did Tar say he'd be at the airport?
He's gonna drive me there.
Laurie, you think you can go through with this thing?
I think so.
You know, we'll be at the airport. There'll be a lot of us there. You got nothing to worry about, believe me.
Sure.
You're gonna be safe between now and then. In about an hour, there'll be a policewoman over. Her name's Mary Lou Groves. She's gonna stick with you till we get this thing wrapped up. Think you're gonna like her. See you at the airport. Laurie? Okay.
About those raffle tickets now.
What do you want?
Well, you know those raffle tickets.
Later, Pete.
Well, you know, if you don't come out of your
Come on,
pocket,
Pete, later.
your
We're
hands
busy
are gone.
right now,
The
okay?
deductible and everything. Yeah. Pep.
Four-Star Modeling Agency. Oh, yes. Just a moment, please.
Yes, Helen?
Is Mr. Hattar with you?
No, but I'll get him.
Line 1.
It's for you.
Thanks. Yes? Put him on. Good afternoon, sir. Today? Yes, sir, I'll have her there. Thank you.
Get who where?
Your commission on Miss Baker should be higher than you thought.
Well, how's that?
Expenses will be down. We won't have to send her to London on a commercial plane.
Huh?
A client of mine is here on business. He's starting back to Ramat this afternoon in a private plane.
You mean he's willing to take her along?
He insists on it. It's only himself and the crew. He might get lonely. If I get any more calls, I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Yes, sir.
Charlie's not here yet, Laurie. Hungry?
Sort of.
All right. I'll go out and get us a couple of hamburgers and fries. Be back in 10, 15 minutes.
Wait a second. I owe you some money.
It's on the police department. We've got a fantastic budget.
Thanks, Miss Groves.
Mary Lou, keep the door locked, huh?
Arab dominance of the Mediterranean world of the Middle Ages imposed a great cautionary influence on the art of their. This stemmed from the Islamic injunction against the graven image and the deep belief that the creation of beauty comes only from God.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes.
There's a phone call for you. They said it was an emergency.
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Relax for a few moments.
But I haven't even packed yet, you see.
That shouldn't take more than a few seconds.
I have to change my clothes. I mean, I can't go like this. Look, why don't you come back and say 15 minutes, and by that time I'll be all
We
ready.
don't have 15 minutes, Laurie. You have an opportunity that a few girls ever get, and I'm not going to let you spoil it. It's for your sake. So, we are leaving now.
Daoud. Yes, I know where. I am deeply grateful. Thank you.
I need your car.
No, he dismissed me.
I'm a police officer.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah, it wasn't hit and run.
I know. It's urgent. I'll bring it back.
When?
I'll get it back to you.
When?
This isn't my day.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And you will find it's much more comfortable than a commercial plane.
Stop! Okay. We have a commitment and you will fulfill it. You will board that plane and you will behave yourself from this moment on. Do you understand?
Are you all right?
There's an ambulance on the way.
Bill, I can't believe he's one of them.
He's not. How do you suppose we got here? He's the one who called us.
You see, Pepper, we are a small country, and we are trying very hard to progress as rapidly as our wealth has grown. Very simply, we want the world's respect. And if it became known that some of our people were engaged in...
It would set you back pretty far, huh?
We wanted to handle it ourselves. I was not to contact any police agency here until it became absolutely necessary.
And so they set you up as a professor.
I am a professor, not a policeman. It took me more than 1 month before I could place our receptionist in Victor's office.
Well, professor or policeman, you've saved an awful lot of young girls.
Oh, the girl, how is she?
Fine. She'll be placed in a foster home soon.
She's not going home then?
No.
I am. As soon as I leave here, if I can clear up the matter of entering your country with a gun illegally.
I think you've more than cleared yourself.
I hope so. Pepe,
Yes.
I hope one day you'll be my guest in my home.
Salim, that's a beautiful thought.
In any case, I want us never to lose contact.
I want that too. I truly do. I better let you rest. See you tomorrow.
been happening here?
You won the raffle.
Huh? I was supposed to be the lucky one. And you got it all, Bill.
Oh, my.
2 weeks in Hawaii, huh? And I put my life in your hands? Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I didn't buy any raffle tickets.
Yes, but Pep bought 5 and she put 1 in your name. And you won.
Is that true? Why would you do that?
Because, well, for good luck. I love you. What else?
Didn't want to make me look cheap, huh?
No, you're not cheap. You're very thrifty. You're,
Just frugal.
yeah.
Joe!
Frugal. You're frugal. Anyway, there you go. 2 weeks in Maui.
2 weeks in Maui?
Yeah. You and a friend. Anyone you want to take.
How about you, friend?
Sure. I'd love it. Yes, thank you.
You promise not to say anything to Pete and Joe. I'll let you have the ticket for half price.